Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video. I want to kind of start a series of like 4-minute videos on different sections of doing your makeup. Just quick videos that really get into the nitty-gritty of what you're doing without having to watch a 20-minute video. I know a lot of times when I'm watching YouTube videos, I fast forward through a lot of the video because I just want to get to the parts that apply to me. If I'm really good at something, I don't want to watch that part in a video. I mean, sometimes I obviously do, but. So yeah, today's video is going to be about primer and foundation. So I want to say that I've tried most of the primers out there. I've gone from Makeup Forever to Benefit to Hourglass to the Nivea to the Maybelline Master Prime to Dr. Brandt, Pores No More, and right now this is what I'm most happy with. I can't say that there's one best primer out there, and I've done a lot of research on it. I honestly think that it just has to do with what works for your skin. So let's get right into it so I can do what I said and make it fast. The first thing I did was I moisturized my face with CeraVe moisturizer. I put maybe about this much and then rubbed it all over my face, and I let that sink in for 10 minutes. You really want it to absorb into your face before you move on with your primer and your foundation, otherwise it's all gonna just kind of slip off. If you are gonna do something if you are doing something that involves photography, you're gonna wanna not use anything with SPF because SPF does reflect the light. However, with that said, if you're just doing an everyday thing, always wear SPF. The sun is bad and you want to avoid it. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna go in with the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, and I really like this stuff because it has like a silicone feel to me, and that's what works best for my face. So all I do is one pump, which is honestly like a pea-sized amount. That's it, and that's all you need. You really don't want to like load your face up with this. And I'm gonna start from the inside of my face out. So I start here, which is usually where my foundation tends to come off, and then I work my way out, just like that. And then what you want to do is let this sink in for at least a couple of minutes to let it really penetrate the skin. So I'm gonna let this sink in for 2 minutes and then come right back. So it's been just about 2 to 3 minutes, and once that's sunk in, you wanna go ahead and pick the foundation you're gonna use. I'm just gonna use the L'Oreal Pro Glow today. So quickly, let's talk about brushes. I'm not a fan of the Beauty Blender for applying to my face, but I do love it for concealer. I just don't love it for applying my foundation. So I like this very dirty brush here. It's from Amazon. It was like 10 bucks, and it's kind of like a knockoff of those Artist Couture or whatever they're called brushes, but I really like this guy. So I'm gonna start with just this much. And I like to start on the center of my face, and I like to work my way out. So I'm gonna dot it all over, but when I start to blend it in, you're gonna see me start from the center of my face out because that's where I need the most coverage. When I used to do bridal makeup, the woman I learned from taught me always work from the inside out, and that's kind of stuck with me. If you think about it, like you're putting bronzer, you're putting contour on the outsides, you're putting blush. So always start from the inside out, in my opinion, but obviously you do you. So I like to start from here, and then I just slowly work my way out. And I know if anybody comments on this, my fingers look horrible and my eyelashes need a fill. So once the inside of my face is nice and covered, I move to the outside, and if I need more foundation, I'll go in after this first layer is applied, and then always make sure you bring your foundation down your neck so it doesn't look like you have a mask on, because that's not cute. And then you want to also go over your ears, because it's always funky looking when you have one color on your face and neck, and then like super white or red ears, as my ears look super red. And honestly, that is it for your base and your foundation. The next thing I would do is contour, because I like to contour before I highlight, because I use my highlight to kind of clean up. But yeah, that is about it for foundation. It takes, like, when you're not talking through it, between putting on the primer, letting it sit, and then putting on your foundation with this brush, 5 minutes max. And if you didn't let your primer sit, it would take you like 1 minute. If you want to keep watching these videos and see what I do next, go ahead and click on the next one. Otherwise, I hope this was helpful, and I will answer any questions you have below, or I will talk to you later. Thanks.
You want to talk about foundation and primer? You want to talk about foundation and primer?